No! No! What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Hurry up!
I'm trying. Oh,
Jump off the fucking ladder! Ah! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the back corner that gets all the neglect in my shop. We're gonna change that. I wanna turn this into the most beautiful hand tool woodworking ambiance scene you've ever seen in any scene. And to do so, we gotta take all this stuff down. I think I'm gonna put up some wood-clad walls. Maybe we'll timber frame this thing out. We're gonna timber frame. Are you kidding me? Of course we're gonna timber frame. I'm obsessed with it and I have no idea how to do it, but we're gonna give it a shot. First, we gotta take all this stuff down. Let's go. So most of what we've got back here is a lot of my hand tool stuff. And I basically just got this bunk ass cabinet off a buddy of mine who tore a kitchen out. And we use them all over the shop, but they are not pretty. So I'm thinking I might build something to hold these or get some other way to go about it. But it's just terrible. Hey heater, thank you. So to hang the wood, we are gonna put these beautiful furring strips. This is quality wood. On the wall, every like 16? How much do we get? Do we get enough for 16?
Yeah.
Every 16 inches or so. Give us something to nail into. We're gonna run the paneling vertical, this stuff. And it should look all woodsy. But Sam got the wrong screws. So Daddy gotta go buy more. You get to watch Sam do this for the next minute. I'll be right back. So we got all the furring strips up. Now we're just gonna use, I think they're 18 gauge, 3/4 inch nails, brad nails? Buzz this thing into the wall. We'll hit every furring strip with 1 or 2 nails. I got the laser out to make sure everything's nice and plumb. So this thing should go pretty quickly and look pretty decent. We'll trim the window out after. We get to use bump mode again. Pays to be tall. Hi! We're making progress. Starting to look like an old-timey wood shop, which I think was the key. Now, Sam and I are having an immensely deep argument right now. Should we convert this channel to just being about curly Q mustaches?
Give her the onion.
No! So I came up with this idea actually last summer, and I called my buddy Kale from Settlement Post and Beam, and they were on a job in Pittsburgh. And he let Sam and I come out. He let me buy some timber off of him, and he showed Sam and I a thing or two on the job site. It was awesome. Check it out. So as we've been evolving into the new shop, I pretty much hate how it looks like a bunker in the middle of the hood. So I've been wheeling on some concepts on how to make it look better, how to give myself a more consistent backdrop. And I've had an obsession with timber framing for years. So I started poking around Instagram and I found a company called Settlement Post and Beam. They're located in Pennsylvania, which was awesome. So I reached out and they're raising a house today in Pittsburgh. So we're driving out there. I'm gonna pick up some timber and hopefully get a couple lessons on how to actually do some timber framing the right way. It's pretty wet, but we're back out here at Settlement Post and Beam. Let's go check this thing out. So 3 of you put this up.
Yep, 3 of us.
That's insane. I mean, it literally looks like it takes an army to build these things.
Well, it's all pre-assembled and ready to rock when we get on site.
So sick. I just want to hang on it.
These 8x12s are top plates.
It's insane.
Yeah, so this is the old Makita KP312 12-inch hand planer.
Sweet. All right, so yesterday Sam and I pretty much knocked out this back wall, looking phenomenal. He's got a few little minor things he's gonna touch up. He's gonna trim out the windows and finish. There's a few boards that need put on the back end here. And to get some practice, and because we're gonna be doing some timber framing, we need lower sawhorses. You wanna use a lower sawhorse on your timber framing because the timbers are so big. So I printed a plan out that I got for free online, and I'm going to attempt this. So now that it's January of the next year, the timber that I bought off of Kale twisted, because timber framing timber is not as dry as furniture timber, so anyway, it tends to twist a little bit. So we're gonna take these big beams. I just ordered some more for the wall, and we're gonna make those sawhorses out of this. Any excuse to indoor chainsaw. Gracias. All right, we need to chop mortises. I know I said I was gonna do this traditional timber frame style, but it's taking a little longer than I expected. So this is a hollow chisel mortiser. It's been used once, and it was also for sawhorses, which I have a free plan. I think I have a plan. It might be free. I don't know. Check it out. It's down below. All right, so we are on the final stage of the sawhorses. They're actually looking pretty damn good. Sam and I cranked out a bunch of the parts. Now all we gotta do is put the final curve on here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use my spindle sander to clean them up, and then pin them together, and we're ready to actually use these to make other timber frame stuff. And that's a sawhorse. He's sturdy and purdy. It's funny because you're like making something you know you're just gonna ruin. But in all that, practice round is done. Now, it's game time. So Sam brought it to my attention that when I build sawhorses, I must do push-ups on these sawhorses. So these are gonna get the same treatment. They're nice. These things are so sturdy. We're spanning about 23 feet here, and I got two 12s. It's a little under 23 feet. So what we gotta do is cut what's called a scarf joint. So we can put two pieces together with a joint here and a peg that holds them together. It's pretty much gonna just be for visual. If you were doing anything structural, you'd have to have support underneath it. To do so, we need to create a template based on math. And then we'll try cutting this joint, mimicking it, and getting that thing put together, and then we'll cut our ends. Wish me luck. I have no idea what I'm doing, therefore I got one of this ancient piece of technology things called a book, and I'm gonna look how to make the template to do this from the book. What could go wrong? We're now gonna bring in a beam, trace out this template, and give her the old college try. This is just gonna be so much more difficult because I didn't go buy a $2,000 plane. There's only one way to test a joint. This is the first timber frame joint I've ever made, so I obviously have to stand on it. Shh. Yeah! It's holding. Dude, that rules! It is literally just two pieces of wood like together, and it's holding. I weigh damn near 300 pounds with all my gear on. So I do an Irish jig. Who'd have thunk a scarf could be this comfy? Not your normal winter scarf. I cracked myself up. All right, so now that we have this joint done, we're gonna take it apart, square that end, cut the tenons, square that end, cut that tenon, and then we are going to this thing into the mortises on the vertical posts, and we're gonna try to get that done in the next 6 minutes. Let's go. It is mortise time! Actually, I don't even know if this is a mortise. Sam made a good point because it's not fully integral and the top's exposed, that it could potentially be like a lap joint or some other kind of, we're just gonna cut it though. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna give it a shot. Going. Next thing on the list is what's called a knee brace. The knee brace is it's a piece that goes across here. It holds everything in square and it helps kind of disperse the load. If this was a real timber frame, the math gets a little wild. Uses the Pythagorean theorem in order to calculate things. So Sam and I need to cut a chunk of wood and resaw it. We're gonna make this thing in parts, we've decided. We're gonna do the left side and then the right side. And then we're gonna pray for superhuman strength to get this thing up. But still a lot of work to do before we can even come close to that. So, time for some indoor chainsaw. Oh, hey, friends. I gotta beat these two things apart now so we can cut the mortises for these. Super exciting. Yes!
It's not that bad.
The only problem is we just gotta make sure we damn did that other side perfectly right. Because I'll tell you this, Sam, it looks completely wrong. That's too short. I literally followed exactly what it said. Is right.
What do we do?
Was I supposed to measure up here? How's that look up here? Yeah? Measure back.
Loser.
Ah! I measured down, I was supposed to measure back. I'm an idiot. I made a boo-boo. This measurement was supposed to be back, not down. So we're gonna plug it and then chug it. Now we'll recut it on the other side. It's non-structural. If this was a structural joint, we probably would go ahead and move this mortise over and then just run the knee brace face flush. That way it's not supported on a chunk of fake wood. I'm now gonna recut this in the right place, or at least attempt to. All right, it is game day. We are ready to rock and roll, put this thing together and figure out a way to get it up there. Let me know how you'd put this up, because, you know, there's two of us. It's heavy. All right. All right, Sam. Whew. And that's good, bonus. You're gonna break everything. Actually, that held. Nice.
We measured this thing all together, right?
23 feet. Or 20, it was like 22 and an eighth. It's tight. You're like 24 inches off the wall.
Yeah, it's 12 feet to the scarf, and the scarf is 24 inches.
Well, we're not that far off. It fits. Not with the fucking hard line. What we're gonna have to do is recut the shoulder on this side, and it's just gonna be, the scarf's gonna be off center. Because of
We
the,
have to recut the scarf.
no. Why would we recut the scarf?
Because otherwise you have to move.
The fucking knee brace, damn it. I mismeasured, and we have a gas line that I somehow had zero counting for on the wall over there. Now I gotta cut this scarf joint again blind and then pray when we get it up there that it fits.
Where'd you get the chisels?
Funny you should ask. I ironically got them from Woodcraft, the sponsor of today's video. If you guys want to check out all these tools that I bought that I'm using to fix my mistakes, I got them linked down in the description. Big thank you to Woodcraft for supporting me and the channel for another year. Now I just got to keep beating this thing into submission. I hate mistakes. Ugh.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Ooh. Perfect. Completely unattached. Exactly what I wanted. You're gonna move that, and you're gonna hurry up and get down and bring the other one over here. And then, all right, I'll grab your pole. Oh, baby. Is it coming down? Are we on the strap? Hurry up, come over here. What I need is to get the clearance. There's something sticking for me back there.
You okay?
No! What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Okay. Hurry up!
I'm trying.
Jump off the fucking ladder! Pam, I need you to come get down. Hurry up, grab the post. Oh. Right under this one. My chin. There. Is it on the ground?
There, it's on the ground.
Mother of God. My lower back! Okay. What's happening?
More conduit.
God, don't fucking hurt yourself. Is it that close? It's not. Okay. Why is it every time we move a beam, it ends up on my freaking back? Sam, hurry up, come here. Get down. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh. I think that was the problem though, right? Okay. It's so close. Oh my God. Go! Yes! 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 Yes!
Did it go?
Yes! It's gonna stay! Oh, my back! I'm gonna die. Why aren't you subscribed to my channel yet? Seriously, I just don't understand. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, as you can see, we've got everything here hung up, which means this video is over. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you Woodcraft for sponsoring this build, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.